So as a network, we have this value of making disciples. What is a disciple? A disciple is someone who is simply a follower of Jesus. That's the kind of disciple we want to make, people who actually live out the life of Jesus. Information is important, doctrine is important, the scriptures are important. The question is, what are we doing with those scriptures? How are we helping people take those truths and live them out in their lives? Well, again, this is where the gospel is at play, because I could not save myself. I can't transform myself. It is a work of God. There's this interesting story that Paul brings out in 2 Corinthians 3, where he talks about Moses, and every time Moses would come out from meeting with God, his face would shine. And then he would put a veil over his face, not to keep people from seeing the shine in his face, but to keep people from seeing that the shine would go away. And so every time he would go before the Lord, he would take the veil off. He'd come out of the tabernacle. There was a shining in his face. He was obviously affected by being in the presence of God. And Paul takes this same story and he says to us who are followers, if the law was glorious, even in those moments, but it didn't sustain, how much glory is it when you have received the Spirit of God in your life? And as we behold, as in a glass, in a mirror, the glory of the Lord, as we're focused on Him, we are being changed from glory to glory by the Spirit of God. I don't change myself. I don't transform myself. Part of making disciples is coming to the understanding that the gospel that saved me is the gospel that will transform me and change my life. And that happens through the work of the Spirit of God. So it is not, the story of the gospel is not God saved me and gave me a ticket out of hell. Now I got to try really hard not to look like I'm living in hell. I need to, at the same token, as a follower of Jesus, be focused on Him and realize I need His power, His grace, His strength to transform and change my life into His image. He's the one that changes me. He's the one that transforms me. And that's all the work of the gospel of Christ.